Full day of work. Now it's me time, and me time equals furniture time. We're in a different place, so I thought I would switch things up and do a different intro. I'm sitting in front of the piece before I've actually made it over. Hi, my name is Sarah. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, maybe consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification, and you'll get a notification of when I upload, which is usually on a Wednesday at 3 p.m. And if you've come back, guys, hi! I have big plans for this guy. It's beautiful. I love the detailing in it. We're going to sand back the top completely, so we should get stuck right into it. It looks like that there was a previous break, but the connection looks like it was glued really well. So I don't have to fix the glue part, but I am gonna need to fill in like little gaps where the wood didn't quite meet up. So I'm gonna go for my Bondo. Like all my pieces, I am giving it a clean with Super Clean, which is diluted 1 part Super Clean to 16 parts water. Then after I'm done wiping everything down, I make sure that I rinse all that residue off. Before I start, I'm using my Ryobi orbital sander, and I have 80 grit sanding pads and 120. I'm going to start with the 80 because these are cheaper pads. I bought them on Amazon or something, and they just seem to be a little cheap quality, but so I may need the 80 to rip through the varnish, but this is solid wood, so I'm not worried about going through veneer or anything like that. Alright. am painting with DIY paint. It is a clay and chalk based paint, and this one is called, oh, you can't see it, but it's called Prairie Gray. I have been dying to try the DIY paint. I'm a fan of Debi's Design Diary, is her YouTube channel, and I just love her personality and I just love her work. She is amazing. She's so quirky. I'm going to be painting it in this sort of brown grey colour, and then in here in the details and in here I'm going to be doing a brown wax. So this paint is a clay-based paint, clay and chalk-based paint, and it's really thick, very pigmented. She says you don't need a lot, and you don't have to sand or anything. You just clean your surface like you would any other thing, and then you would just go ahead. But I've sanded. I can't help myself. It's like I do it to every piece. So, but I really like it. I tested it on the side, and it does dry a lot lighter because it is a clay-based paint. But then once you put on the sealer, it darkens right back up again. Ready? Well, I'll drive you back. You don't need your helmet. Take you over.
Well, I was really thankful to Alex.
Yes. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's a little bit different to work with. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but I think that that's the case with any type of paint, whether you're using latex paint, oil-based paint, clay-based paint, or chalk paint. You just have to get used to the paint and how it goes on. But I really like it. I am not disappointed, and I think it's looking beautiful. So I'm gonna let it all dry. Then I'm gonna seal it, and then I'm gonna use my brown wax to get into all the details. it's been a full 24 hours since I put the stain on. It's an oil-based stain from Minwax, and I'm using a water-based top coat, and you need to give it at least 24 hours between, giving it enough time to dry. So I'm getting it on there. I'm going to use thin coats, and I'm going to use a nice long stroke. I've decanted a little bit into a container because I totally forgot to do it a second ago. Just so if I get any stain on the brush, it's not going back into the can. Okay, so I am almost finished this project, and I'm about to put the back on it. The backing wasn't on it. I think I'm gonna put this peel and stick wallpaper that I got from Target. It's Opal House. See this pretty wallpaper? Just a little pop of something on each side where the cupboard doors are. Like I said at the beginning, falling in love with this paint. I will definitely be using it in the future. I'm trying out new paints just because I want to. I don't know. I'm just trying out new paints. I still love Dixie Belle paint, but I have fallen for this paint. This paint is amazing. This was a donation from a friend who was moving out of the state, and she didn't want it anymore. It also had a top to it. The top of the hutch will be a future video. My son has claimed that, so we'll get into that in a few weeks. But this is beautiful. I love it. It has a little surprise at the back there that I had been wanting to use for ages on a flip, and I feel like this was the one to do it. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I really, really love it. It's turned out so lovely. Next week's piece is something that I stole out of a friend's kitchen. I asked them to bring it to me and told them that I would give it a makeover, that I've been looking at it and wanting to give it a makeover. So that is next week's piece. I hope to see you guys on that video. Bye. Guys, I got asked to be a part of a challenge with a whole bunch of other YouTubers, and I'm geeking out completely about it. I cannot believe that I got asked, to be honest. I really honestly can't. We're calling it the $100 challenge, and it's the battle of the YouTubers. Can we do it? Can we find a piece, make it over, and keep it all under budget for $100? And so that's what Shut the door! Shut the door! I'm recording! Sorry! Thank you! Love you!
Don't subscribe, it's crazy.
I'm editing that out! I don't even know what I was saying now. Tammy. You gotta lay down. Lay down. Lay down. This is not going well. Okay. Tammy's looking at me like, who are you talking to?